Good morning, good night, wherever you are in the world. Hello. So I finally got a package for some of the stickers that I had been wanting to put on my Hobonichi Teko. I have the 2025 version, as I've already shown in a couple of snippets previously, and I think it's the pistachio color. This is the one that I had been wanting for a while, and my little brother actually gifted it to me for Christmas, so thank you. Shout out to him for that. But I really haven't filled it out too much yet. I've looked through it a couple of times, but the new year has just been so busy that although I have filled out some things, I haven't been able to go through and actually fill out all of it. And so I have it divided into 3 sections: the general deadlines page, and then just like more of a description type of like journal, pretty much week to week basis. And I'm trying to build it out more, but I am also trying to see what works best for me. I know a lot of people that I've seen who have a Hobonichi tend to do lots of like sticker decorating on the actual inside of the planner. Right now, I don't really currently have plans to do that, just because I feel like I am still working on being more organized. And as much as I'd like for it to be more aesthetic, right now, my priority and my mindset and my goals are really just hitting the deadlines that I am setting for myself, trying to not be overwhelmed, and basically just keeping everything in balance, especially as someone who still very much works a regular 9 to 5, but then does Peach Betty on the side. And so I know that Hobonichi has many different types of journals. Like I know they have the Hobonichi Teko, they have the weeks. I don't remember the other planners, but I do remember when I was researching that they did have bigger ones as well. And I think those are great, but for me, not what I really need right now. I just want to have a way to just like track my own deadlines, some of my ideas, maybe have some other stuff that I can draft out in here. But sometimes when I see big sketchbooks and even journaling planners, I get incredibly nervous because I just don't know how to fill out that space yet. And I hope that eventually I can do that, but right now it's just not for me. So I'm just starting off small, but my point is that like I have some stickers that just came in today. I haven't opened them yet, and I want to do that here so that, you know, we can kind of see, and then maybe I'll try to plan out what I want to go on here, and then maybe that'll motivate me some more to plan out things in a more organized manner, because maybe if it's more cute and aesthetic, I'd be more motivated to do it. But yeah, so let's take a look at what I received, and hopefully the plastic cover for the outside of this also arrived. Otherwise, I don't know if I would actually decorate it right now, because even if I were to cover it in stickers, I would get really paranoid that it would just get like ruined really quickly. So let's hope. This is kind of what these Toro ones look like. I'm gonna go through them relatively quickly, just so you get the gist of the vibe that I'm really channeling here, trying to channel here. There's just something so silly about Toro that really kind of brings out happiness to me. Here are the Miffy stickers too. I think from looking at these more up close, you can kind of get the vibe that I was going for. They're very much like Miffy lifestyle pictures with the Miffy plush, not the Miffy cartoon. And then of course the Nana stickers, again, they are monochrome. I decided to go the monochrome route. Like I said initially, I had wanted more of a red Hobonichi, a darker red, but I still feel like this would look great with the green anyway. So those are those stickers. I'll figure out how to use those somehow. So after I stopped by and checked out the Hobonichi launch, I realized that they didn't have the colors that I wanted. So I ended up paying a couple more dollars instead to order the Sky Mist color. And this is one that I originally had wanted last year. I wanted more of a bluish color, but then felt like the green color was what fit me for that year better. And I also decided to upgrade instead to the Hobonichi Weeks Mega. Last year I just had the regular Hobonichi Weeks and I like it, but like I just haven't been utilizing it as much as I should have been so far. At the time of recording this, it's September 7th, and I've used it here and there. You can tell that I really didn't. I feel like there just wasn't enough pages. Like, I was able to kind of write like what I wanted to do for a day today, and then utilize bigger calendar layouts, kind of like this. But there was always this fear in the back of my mind that I was going to run out of space. It was getting to me where I kind of felt like I like writing in it, but I'm not sure I can utilize all the space. So it felt, it's kind of a weird way to say it, but I felt like because I might run out of space, I was just reluctant to use the space because I felt like if I were to just keep writing, I would just run out of space. I don't know. That's why I opted to go with the Mega this year, or the upcoming 2026 year. But I also chose one of these instead of like the Tomy or the Moomin one, or even the Tamagotchi one, because I want to be able to design and put stickers all across the front and the back. So that was a huge reason why I did that. It's pretty cute. I guess there's a Hobonichi app as well. It's basically just a guide on all of the different versions of Hobonichis that they have. In comparison, you can't really tell off the front that there's anything there, but I mean, without the cover there, you can kind of see that there's a bit of a difference. It looks like the first month that it starts is actually December 12th. So if I wanted to, I could ditch this Hobonichi after November, which I probably will. The calendar is still there. Seems like there's just more pages to write ideas down. There's this useful abbreviations page in the Sky Mist, and that's about halfway through. For the 2025, yeah, so it does the same thing. So there's a bulk of space, but it's about this much. So like, you have more writing space. So for comparison, so like you get more space like from here on to write stuff compared to this for the regular. So I think it's pretty good. So 2025 had a menu illustration for like noodles and things like that at the very end. There's also a 365 days checkoff sheet and an address book, a list that you can make of curating like your favorite music or your favorite places to eat at or favorite spots. In the week's Mega, after the favorites page, they also have a My 100 list instead. So it's like a listing or ranking of 100 of, it says make up a list of 100 entries for anything you want. Things to accomplish this year, books you've read. That's pretty cool. They have a 2026 memories page. That's cool. It's like, there's a column for great food, new friends, fun times, and then your own customizable column. There's also an additional 12 switches to help you focus page, and it's just giving you like different tips, like practice the Pomodoro technique, there's clean out your desk and workplace, say it out loud, look up at the sky, and it has all these cute illustrations. The 365 days checkoff sheet's still here. Yeah, that's cool. I really like how each year Hobonichi does something different. So I think the only thing left to do is decorate this before I start using it in December, but I will be continuing to use this until then.
Hey guys, what's up? It's me, and I'm recording this post-filming and I'm sick. But I knew that if I didn't film and record this now, that I wouldn't be able to get this out in time before the year ended. So, here I am. At the time of recording this, it is currently Thursday, December 4th. The last time I had recorded the video about the Hobonichi was in September. In this last part, I'm just going to be decorating my 2026 Hobonichi Techo Weeks and dive into why I got a Hobonichi in the first place, and hopefully that helps you decide if getting a Hobonichi would be the right thing for you. I do want to make a quick disclaimer though, that these opinions are solely mine and mine alone, and that my experience using a Hobonichi may be vastly different than yours. First thing I really like is the size of the Hobonichi. It's small, it's light, it's compact, and it's super easy for me to throw into a bag and just go. I also really like the paper that the Hobonichi uses. I believe it's called Tomo River paper. It's thin, it's light, and it's also durable. I have seen some people complain about the thickness of it. Some people have mentioned that they don't think that it's thick enough for them, but I personally don't use highlighters or anything like that in my Hobonichi, so I've never really had a problem with bleed lines or anything like that. If you're someone who does utilize highlighters and heavier inks in your planners, I definitely recommend looking up Hobonichi pen or highlighter tests and seeing how you feel from there. It all boils down to personal preference, but you'd be saving yourself some time and money if you do your research. Speaking of which, let's talk about the price point. Hobonichi planners are definitely on the more pricier side of planners that are available on the market. Some people actually recommend Hobonichi dupes, such as Kimbora or even Muji planners, as great alternatives, especially if you're just starting out. And I could totally see why. When I was initially debating on getting a Kimbora planner instead of a Hobonichi at the end of 2024, I was super tempted because of the price. It was around $13 to $15 off of AliExpress, and I kind of regret not pulling the trigger just to test it out. But I ended up going with the Hobonichi anyway because of the paper test and the overall layout inside the planner. A really big selling point for me was that besides the paper, I just liked how everything was divided up. I liked that there was a gigantic, basically like a calendar that I could fill in every month of general things that I needed to do. I liked that there was an extra notes section where I could write out more of my thoughts, make an impromptu task list, and even do a little bit of meal planning. I thought that the design team did a really great job with making sure that nothing felt too cluttered. It wasn't overwhelming for me. I will, however, say that halfway throughout the year, I did start to fall behind and did not have as much time as I wanted to devote to my small business. So I wasn't using the planner as much as I wanted to and wasn't able to use it to its full potential. And because of that, my Hobonichi for 2025 is not 100% filled up. To be honest with you guys, I don't even think it's 45% filled up. So I think a few great questions you should be asking yourself if you decide to get a Hobonichi planner is 1. If you feel like you'll randomly lose interest after a few days, weeks, or months, if you'll be okay with having spent that money. And 2, can you see yourself actually using the planner and devoting time to make it functional for you? Those 2 questions are actually what I used to decide if I should get a Hobonichi for 2026 or not, with some adjustments. Let me explain. I realized I didn't lose interest in using my Hobonichi, I just got really anxious. In my previous segment, I noted how much more space the Mega had compared to my regular Hobonichi. Basically, I felt the space was too small for some of the more intricate business plans and notes I needed to organize, and it gave me massive anxiety imagining myself running out of space. I don't know if any of you can relate to this, but I'd rather be left with way more space than I thought I had, than realize halfway throughout the year that I had 0 space left. But that's just me. Now, one last con to put out there that may or may not pertain to you is if you want to get a Hobonichi solely for the purpose of thinking that it's going to drastically change and solve all of your planning problems, it's not. Using any type of planner is a commitment, no matter how big or how small. At the end of the day, use your planner the way you see fit. If you're someone who only likes to plan once a week, great. You could also be someone who likes to plan out your day-to-day rituals or just day-to-day tasks, and that's also great. There's no right or wrong answer on how to use a planner. I will say that using a planner takes a lot of self-motivation and dedication. It can be overwhelming for a lot of people, and it's not for everyone. I know a lot of people who decided that the commitment to consistently use a planner was too much pressure and they regret getting a Hobonichi, which is why so many people recommend newcomers to get a more entry-level planner. But I also know a lot of people who got into the hobby and fell in love with their Hobonichis who now swear by it. Let's talk about the more fun aspects of the Hobonichi for me, decorating the front and back covers. That's something that I look forward to every year since I've had one. Not gonna lie, my first introduction to Hobonichis was through TikTok, where I saw how creative so many people were with their covers. I love seeing how each planner was customized to fit its owner. Now, for decorating, for the most part, I usually hoard stickers, but Hobonichis are the one time where I can go crazy and actually put some of those books and sheets to use. I usually pick a theme for the general feeling and vibe for the year, and then pick 2 or 3 main colors that I want to really shine on the front and back cover. Then I just place everything where I want it and stick them on. Looking back at what I did for 2025 compared to 2026, I do slightly prefer the look and layout of 2025 because of the spacing and some of the stickers, but I know I'll grow to love 2026 too. What is consistent though is that both back covers had less smaller stickers in the mix and more bigger pieces, and of course my staple Nana highlight. I tend to make my front covers more nostalgic, hopeful, and lighter, while my back covers tend to be more darker and a little bit more wistful and melancholic. Well, I hope that my words can help serve as a helpful guide to whether or not you want to start your planning journey. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know down below in the comments if you have any questions or even suggestions for future videos. In the meantime, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye bye!